Hey everybody, it's Ivy, and today I'm going to be doing a nail tutorial. I'm bored, it's quarantine, as you guys know, and I really want to do something fun. Something that took me back to my childhood, and I remember my mom having her nails like this all the time. I decided to try it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is clean up around my cuticle. I really like this bit because it doesn't hurt my nail and it just gently takes off that cuticle skin. Now I'm gonna be filing my nail, just getting it down to the right shape and the right length. And now I'm gonna take away the shine off the top of my nail. So these are the nail tips I use. I got these from Amazon and I really like these, you guys. They're nice and durable. And this is the size I picked for my nail, making sure it was large enough to reach each side of my nail. You don't want that too small because it's gonna cause breakage. Now I'm using my glue. I'm gonna apply a dot to the nail and stick it onto my nail. This is the only glue I use because it works so fast. Now I'm just gonna file the sides, making sure everything is nice and smooth. Now I'm just gonna give it a quick file on the top just so the tip blends in with my natural nail a little bit more. Now this step is optional, but I like doing it because I think it just makes everything look more natural. And I'm also going in and cleaning up my shape. I wanted a nice classic square set, okay? Not a taper square, but a nice natural square set. And now I'm using my dehydrator, which is really important. This is gonna prevent your nail from lifting. And now I'm using my Pro Bond. I like to use 2 layers of the Pro Bond. Please do not skip your bonder because your nails will lift. I promise you they will lift. So now I'm going in with my Mia Secret acrylic system and I'm using clear and I'm just gonna saturate my brush well, wipe off some of that monomer, make sure my acrylic is nice and flat. This helps me get the best balls and I'm gonna like tap it 3 times to get the right size ball, as you guys can see. I'm just gonna apply that below the area where I would do my apex. Now I'm just gonna smooth that into place. I actually used a little bit too much acrylic, or I could have applied it higher up, but you know, I'm a beginner, you guys, so the way I do my acrylic is totally different from like a pro. I'm still learning. I think I use the 4-ball method, maybe like 5 or 6 balls. It really doesn't matter how many beads you use. Over time, as you get better with acrylics, you'll probably use less and less beads. So I'm just making sure that's nice and smooth, no lumps and no bumps. Make sure you work on smoothing out your acrylic because that's gonna help you prevent having to file and do all that stuff later on. Now I'm going into my second bead and I'm gonna apply this right above that first one. And like I said, I do like the 4-ball method. It works the best for me. And one thing I had to learn when doing acrylics, you guys, use a light hand. I think I'm still pretty heavy-handed doing acrylics, but as I've been practicing over the months, I've learned to have a lighter hand, okay? And right here, you see me applying my next bead, and this one is gonna be like my apex bead. And just make sure you're looking at your nail from all angles because you wanna make sure you have a good apex, because if you don't, your nail will break. And the apex is that area that's in the middle of the nail and a little bit further up, but not directly at the cuticle. Now the cuticle, this is the bead I'm doing next. This was the hardest for me to learn. I'm telling you guys, it seemed like it was so hard to get my cuticle bead. But the trick to getting the perfect cuticle is just don't apply it at the cuticle, okay? And if your bead is the right consistency, it's just gonna kind of melt into that cuticle, and all you're gonna have to do is go back on the sides and clean it up, as you guys see me doing right here. I'm just making sure everything is nice and smooth. It looks pretty good, but I wanted to apply a little bit more acrylic in my apex because it needs to be just a little bit thicker. My nails are super long, and you guys, I don't want these to break anytime soon. I plan on using the same set to do another look, okay? And now I'm just applying some acrylic at the very tip of the nail just so I can get that thickness that I want. I don't like thin nails, but I don't like overly thick nails. And with practice, you will learn the right thickness. Like this took me some time because if you guys go back and watch my videos, I was doing my acrylics way too thick. But I finally figured out the perfect thickness and all of that stuff. And honestly, you just get better with practice, okay? Look at that apex. The apex looks so good. And I'm cleaning off my brush, just showing you guys how it should look when you're done using it so it's ready for next time. So this is how it looks, and I think my nail came out so good, you guys. I was so proud of myself with this set. You just don't understand. I did such a good job. So here I'm just going in using that same bit, and I'm gonna clean up around the cuticle area just to make sure it's not flooded, because if you have any acrylic on the skin, it's gonna lift. So once I was done doing that, I just went in and started to file my nail just to clean up the shape. I wanted a nice clean square set that, you know, it reminds me so much of the 90s and me growing up as a little girl. Man, like everybody's nails looked like this. So now I'm gonna use this other bit. I don't know the names of bits and stuff yet, you guys. I'm not that skilled. This bit doesn't remove basically any product. It literally just helps to sculpt your nails and get everything nice and smooth. Now I'm gonna brush away that dust, and I'm gonna get ready to do my designs, because you know you can't have 90 nails unless you have those really cool designs. And I don't know what these are called. I want to say they're called Freehand designs. I really don't know the name of it. If you guys know, put it in the comment section below. And in this video, I'm using gel paints to do my designs and a nail art brush. But you guys, invest in some nail art paints, because this polish kept I don't know, it kept like drying back on me. I've noticed that some brands of gel nail polish will do that. So it made me doing my designs, I went a little bit slower than I usually would doing something like this. So just be mindful of that, but it worked pretty good because this was all I had. So to do this design, you just want to do random stripes. Like literally you press it towards when you first put the brush down, and you just get a lighter hand on that brush just to get those nice stripes. You can practice doing this. You can practice with eyeliner or anything. Like to me, it's very similar to doing like a winged liner. And when I was done with that first color, I did cure it for 60 seconds and I went in with white. So now I'm just gonna do like white lines in between the pink ones. And like I said, this is a freehand freestyle type design, so you can do what you want. You could do more white, less pink, you know, you can do whatever you want, but this is how I wanted it to look. I did my toes pink and I just wanted my nails to match. So yeah, you guys, this is totally freestyle. I used to see a lot of these designs kind of like in red, black, and like gold, or red, black, and silver. But I wanted to switch it up and make it a little bit more modern with the pink. So once I was done doing my white lines, I did cure it for another 60 seconds. And now I'm going in with black, and black just brought out the design to me. It really gave it that old school look and feel. I just love this design. I hope this look actually makes a comeback. Now, I don't usually wear nail art that much. I just usually like, you know, like ombres and nice simple nails, but to switch it up sometime is really fun, and I really hope this makes a comeback, because this is like, y'all, like this is nail art, okay? I love it so much. It's simple, but it's like, it has a really classic, really pretty look. And then once I was done with the black lines, I cured it for another 60 seconds. And once I was done doing my black lines, I went in with the white again, and I'm gonna do the little dots, because this is also like, I remember the little dots being on nails, and I don't think people do this anymore. It's pretty dated, but I really like how it looks. Like, you're not gonna have a 90s style without the little dots. Like, that just ties it all together. Now I'm gonna go into my gem gel, and I really like this stuff. You guys, your rhinestones won't go anywhere. And I'm using silver clear rhinestones and also gold rhinestones. So now I'm gonna paint on that gem gel, and I just literally did it in random spots. And I did a nice medium thin type of layer. Now I did this from largest rhinestone to smallest. Some of the rhinestones I added were, you know, I mixed up the size. It was just really random. It really doesn't matter, you know, how you do it. I used to see them, you know, going in these straight lines or curved lines, so that's how I did mine. So now I'm gonna go in and add the gold rhinestones, which were so pretty and so blingy. Now this is something I don't recall seeing, you know, back then. This was another little twist I put on it to make it a little bit more modern. I don't recall people having like colored gemstones, rhinestones, and stuff back in the 90s. It was always like the clear ones. So I was like, let me go in and add some gold rhinestones. Plus I wear gold jewelry all the time, so I had to, you know, match my nails with my jewelry. And I let this cure for additional 60 seconds. Now I'm gonna go in in with my OPI Chrome Effects top coat, and you want to make sure you put the top coat on all the areas where there aren't any rhinestones, because you don't want to cover that with clear because it'll take away from the bling effect. Okay, try your best not to get it on the rhinestones, and if you do get some of the rhinestones, whatever, you know. So I let that cure for 60 seconds, and this was the finished look. I did go in with some almond oil to put on my hands because y'all love to roast me all the time. I know I'm always ashy, so I made sure to moisturize and oil my hands really well. Now I'm going in with my Beauty Secrets cuticle oil, and I'm applying that to the cuticle. And you guys, like, I was so proud of this set. Like I said earlier, like, I really think I finally gotten the hang of nails. I'm confident to the point I'm gonna do a set on my cousin Cookie, and when I do it, I'm gonna record it and let you guys see. But this is the finished look. How do you guys like them? Is it giving you 90s vibes? Okay, is it giving you that SWV, like how her nails used to look, even though they were super long? This is as long as I can go, but you know, I thought it was really, really cute. Oh my God, you guys, I don't know how you maneuver through life with nails longer than this. These nails were so hard to work with. It took me like about a week to figure out how to just, you know, do my normal daily routine. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. Please don't forget to thumb this up, comment below, and subscribe. And I will talk to you guys in the next video.